Hello, Kelly. This is Donald Cunningham, and I wanted to talk to you today about three strategies that you can use to bring more customers to your business through your website. I do this because I know that many times business owners are so busy running their business, they don't really have time to investigate all the ways the internet can help them. And the three things I wanted to talk about are content, citations, and backlinks. Content is anything that appears on your homepage, including words and pictures. I have your website up here, and we can take a look and see what you have. And you have words and pictures, not a lot of pictures. Now, it's been found that the sites that rank the highest in Google search have between 1,500 to 2,400 words on their homepage. Now you have 793 words on your homepage. Okay, now this is the website of your competitor. Now they have about 700, 1,203 words on their homepage. Still not a lot of pictures on their homepage either. Now, in addition to the number of words, you want to make sure you have the right keywords in your content that people are going to be using in searches to find you. Okay, now this is a little tool that I use called Ahrefs, and what that does is a paid tool, but essentially what it does is shows the background details that Google is using to rank websites. As now what keywords is one of them, and as you can see here, now this is your competitor site in Ahrefs. They're being found for 29 keywords. And, and these are all the keywords that they are being found for here. Fix auto collision, Fix Auto USA, Fix Body Shop. They all have the word fix in it though. So now let's take a look at yours. Okay, now this is your site in Ahrefs, and you're being found for 27 keywords. Pretty close. Okay, these are the keywords you're being found for. See, there's no match at all to the words that they're being found for. So what you want to do is, as I said, you want to have a minimum of 1,500 words on your home page, but you also want to include in your content, you want to include the same keywords that your competitor is being found for, in addition to the words that you're being found for. And that will push your site actually rank them higher. I mean, rank you higher than them. Okay, now the second thing I wanted to go over is a citation. Okay, I have here the result of a search, and over here on this side we have we call our organic listing, and this side we have our map section or the map pack. Now if I click on here, click on here, this gives me their profile, but we also see in here the name, and then we have the address and phone number. And that's what we call a citation. Is the name, address, and phone number, and it's also called a NAP. Now, the important thing about the NAP is you want to have your NAP listed in online directories. Now, here's a chart here showing some of the top directories that your NAP can be listed in. Yahoo, Yelp, Bing, BBB, Pages. But there's a couple hundred more directories, online directories, that your NAP can be listed in. But the thing that's going to give your NAP and your site more relevance is to have your name listed in more directories than your competitor. I use a site called Bright Local, and in that I can see the number of directories that your competitor is listed in, and also the number of directories you're listed in. And we can take the number that the directories that your competitor is listed in, match those, and then we can even get you in even more directories, which is going to give your site more relevance and push you up in the map pack. Okay, now that brings me to the third strategy I wanted to talk about, and that's backlinking or backlinks. Now, backlink is when one site links to another site online, and the site being linked to it gives the site being linked to authority. And the more sites that are linking to a website, it gives that site more authority. Back to Ahrefs again. Now, this is your site in Ahrefs. And this time we're going to be looking at the backlinks. Now, showing here that you have 91 backlinks linking to your site. If I take a look at your competitor, okay, now they have, looking at their backlinks, they actually have 1,300 backlinks linking back to their site. So we could actually see what links they are with this. And this shows all the sites that are linking back to their site. But the thing we could do here is we could get these same links to link back to your site. And in addition to that, we could get even more links, more linking back, more than the 1,300 linking back to your site, which will give you more authority in Google ranking. Okay, well, that's it in a nutshell. Again, we went over content. You want to have a minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage, but you also want to include keywords that your competitor is being found for. And then we want the second thing was citations. You want to have your NAP listed in more directories than your competitor. I would say at least a couple hundred directories. And then moving on backlinks, which is sites linking back to your site. And we could get more links linking back to your site. So I hope this has been very informative for you and you like what I've showed you. And if you want more information, you have any questions, or we can talk about the next step of things to do, give me a call. It's 714-473-0269. Again, my name is Donald Cunningham. That's 714-473-0269. Thank you for watching the video, and you have a great day.